We are coming to you from McAllen, Texas, at the Rio Grande, and showing you exactly what's happening on the border. Joining me right now to talk more about it is the former acting deputy secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. He is now Heritage Foundation visiting fellow Ken Cuccinelli. Ken, thanks very much for being with us. I'm here at a spot where you've been many times. I'm coming to us today from the Rio Grande. Tell me what you can say about the border crisis today. It obviously has gotten worse because we've seen the numbers, 172,000 migrants at the border in March alone, up from 100,000 in February. How do you assess things today?
Well, crisis certainly describes it well. We've already overwhelmed all of our facilities and manpower, and we're only 3 months into the Biden effect, 3 months and a couple of days. But I do want to say, Maria, I want to thank you for continuing to go down to the border. I mean, you're doing something reporters are supposed to do, and yet almost none do. And so you see it firsthand and can tell us what's going on so we can make our own judgments, your viewers. But also, because you keep going, you have a historical perspective in person that just others don't have or refuse to report. So I appreciate that very much. The American people need to know what's going on, and you may very well be the very best reporter on the subject in the whole country, and I appreciate you doing that. It is a crisis. Our people are already overwhelmed in trying to handle it, and that's because of, I won't say the policies that Joe Biden put into effect, it's the policies he took out of effect that have caused this, and his announcement that he would do that, including such very basic things as stopping or reducing dramatically deportations back home of illegal aliens. When they know they'll be accepted here, why not come? I mean, it doesn't matter if you get caught.
Right, that's right. And what do you think were the most important or most impactful policies that he overturned? We've talked much about the Remain in Mexico, as well as reinstituting catch and release, of course, stopping all construction of the border wall. But tell me about Title 42, because this is also a tool that President Trump used to make sure people understood, you come here, you're going back. President Biden undid that as well. Right.
Yeah, there's no question Remain in Mexico is number one. If you go through the list, it was the number one deterrent and operational program assisting stopping illegal immigration. When the coronavirus hit, the CDC under Title 42, which for your viewers is a public health authority. It's not out of immigration law, it's out of public health law. And in order to this day still exists on the border, restricting and supposedly restricting access at the border. And what we did with that was, even though we had crisis-level invasion going on, 2,000 people a day, which seemed bad at the time, we were turning 85% and 90% of them back around to Mexico without ever coming into Border Patrol facilities. That helped keep migrants from being in an environment where the virus could easily be transmitted. It helped protect our Border Patrol, and it kept them out of the United States of America. And now we have this nanny state type of administration on the coronavirus for all Americans, but not for illegal aliens. They don't seem to care about the coronavirus. And it was the excuse the vice president gave for not coming to the border on the Sunday shows, and yet she's been vaccinated. It's ridiculous. It takes the idea of a double standard to new heights under this administration. The hypocrisy is unbelievable, and it isn't happening in a vacuum. It's connected to other things like the amnesty bills in the House and their voting bill, where they will register to vote all these people as they come in contact with state databases.
Well, that's the most incredible part of it to me. That sounds like such corruption. I mean, to actually create and have this crisis continue because you want more voters. What serious corruption? I want to ask you about some of the new information we have, because I was talking with one agent last night, and he said that the plan was, under the Trump administration, to connect all the gaps in the wall. So I'm standing here at one of the walls. This wall that I'm standing at was built in 2006, okay? And the thought was, under the Trump administration, to connect all of these walls. But then President Biden said stop all construction, so that's dead in the water right now. Will there be an effort to go back and at least build up what was already allocated, what was paid for? And then there's this crisis through legislation. I mean, Senators John Cornyn, Kristen Sinema put forward a bill last week to respond to this migrant surge, to create a more efficient way to decide asylum cases. You and other top former immigration officials are speaking out against this effort. What's wrong with this bill, in your view?
So, more efficiency in asylum decision-making is fine, so long as you keep the legal standard. That isn't the problem. The problem is their funding failure. There is nothing in the bill that I am aware of that forces the administration to actually enforce the law, actually deport illegal aliens, or reverse any of the reversing of the Trump policies. And if you're just going to finance failure, all you do is make them bring illegals in faster rather than stopping them from coming in. So the basic concept of the bill is flawed. I hope they'll rethink it.
They're expanding facilities to house people instead of stopping the flow. Ken Cuccinelli, thanks so much. Great to talk with you. Thanks for your leadership on this.
Thanks for watching the Heritage Foundation's YouTube channel. With more than 500,000 members, we are the nation's largest conservative research and education institution. We believe the principles and ideas of the American founding are worth conserving and renewing. Please help us further our mission by subscribing to this channel and sharing our videos with your family and friends.